has been a recent dilemma at Case regarding Wi-Fi usage, resulting in the removal of the Wi-Fi and its reinstatement due to complaints. Here are some of the thoughts of administrators and teachers on the issue.
Our Wi-Fi should be used for good. Hopefully that, it would be nice that every student uses it properly. We understand that there is a value to Wi-Fi for you on your phone. There is a time and a place, and if everybody just followed that time and place and used technology for good, then we wouldn't have to worry about shutting down the Wi-Fi. So if you can figure out what we can do so that our teachers who have valuable information to give you, who only want to help you out, who are only doing the best they can, if we can figure out a way for our students to use technology wisely, like they will have to in the real world, when you go to work, you can't be on your phone all the time. If we can get that mentality here, then we wouldn't have to go to drastic measures like shutting off the Wi-Fi. And that's our hope, is that our students do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
So you were asking me about the use of Wi-Fi in high school, and I'm kind of conflicted about it. I think there are times when it's necessary to, maybe not necessary, but really optimal to use Wi-Fi to find a resource or to do some kind of activity in school that's worthwhile. I struggle though, because every day, even in February, I'm telling kids to put their phones away. And when they're putting their phones away, they're not putting them away because they've been looking up the name of the people who stormed the Bastille. They're looking up things like, scores for baseball games or basketball games, or they're playing games, or they're doing stuff that's just not really useful for school. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, except to change the culture of our building, where we say that Wi-Fi and cell phones are used for educational purposes in school, in class. I also feel like, at lunchtime, you might want to check your phone, check your messages, and that's kind of the reality of the world. So I don't have a problem with that in time and place, but we have not figured out how to get kids to understand when and how and where to use their phones. I don't know how we do that, but I think it's necessary. If we're going to keep Wi-Fi in the school, which we probably should, but we have to figure out how to regulate it and how to get kids to regulate themselves.
It's a debate at Old Rochester Regional. The Mattapoisett High School saying no to cell phones in the classroom after the school committee decided Thursday the devices must be kept in lockers during the school day. Principal Michael Duvall says cell phone use in class is one of the school's biggest problems.
We've found it to be the single greatest distractor facing a kid today.
Ironically, Duvall was a strong supporter of cell phones 3 years ago, convincing the committee to allow the devices at the discretion of the teacher. But now he's changing his tune, saying it's just too hard to regulate.
The schools across the country are resorting to having no phones or Wi-Fi in school. If Case doesn't start using technology appropriately, we too could be in the same boat.